Hi everybody, it's Erin with High Value Writing. I hope you're as excited about the new year as I am. I'm feeling refreshed, I'm ready to reach my goals, I'm getting new ideas for what I want to accomplish, and when I think through those goals this year, I realize most of them come down to the same thing: communication. It's hard to meet business goals or personal goals without communicating with other people. And so to that end, I thought I would take a moment to bring top 5 writing goals to you for the year 2022. So these are our top 5 goals. I'm going to count them down. 5 ways you can really come to own your writing during this year. Okay, so number 5, say only what you need to, right? Readers are busy. We know because we're readers too. Let's all do each other a favor and keep our content down to what's really necessary and then kind of cut it off after that. Sometimes I've written an email and then I think, did I really explain what I wanted to? Let me add some more just in case. Let's try to resist that impulse, right? Ask yourself 2 things when you're tempted to add more detail to an email or other piece of writing. Does my reader need this information for their role in the situation? For whatever they are trying to accomplish, do they need this information? The extra information that we're considering adding. And secondly, do they need it now? If you can answer no to either of those questions, then you're done, right? You've said what you need to, and it's time to go on to the next thing. Your readers will thank you, and so will your own time, right? Number 4, balance directness with friendliness, right? We all want to be concise. We know that that's helpful for readers, and it gets our messages better understood. However, I often hear from writers that they're a little concerned that if they're super duper concise, it might sound so direct as to no longer sound friendly. And so we can actually do both at once. You don't have to sacrifice concision for courtesy. You can be concise and nice at the same time, and here's how. So to be concise, the very best, easiest hack is to just start your sentence with who and what. Who did something, what did they do? That's the same as subject verb or doer action. And if you put that stuff in the beginning, if you front load that important information, your sentence will naturally become more concise. So that's the concise part. But for the nice part, what we're going to do is really hone in on which what or which verb we choose, because that's where you can also set a tone. So for example, if we received some gifts from the companies we work at over this past holiday season, perhaps there was a note that said, "Please accept this company gift." That is concise. It starts with who and what. Who, you. What are you going to do? Accept. There's nothing wrong with that sentence. It's totally concise and good to go. However, notice the opportunity we have with the what. We could switch that to, "Please enjoy this company gift." And now, even in the same amount of words, we've changed the tone to be a little bit more familiar and friendly. All right, let's count down to goal number 3, writing goal number 3 for the year 2022. Order your content, order your ideas in the order that's most relevant to your reader, rather than the order that you're thinking of for yourself. So sometimes when I start trying to explain something with a few reasons, I'll put the reasons in an order that I think is like the best reason, or the most important reason, and then go down from there, because, it can be quite hard to choose your order, right, for your ideas. Well, luckily, you can answer those questions actually by thinking about your reader. We don't want to order it according to what we would think is most important. We want to order it according to what's most relevant for the reader. And so that can solve our how to order this problem. Whether you're writing benefits, drawbacks, ideas, points of research, reasons, you need an order that's logical, right? So start with what matters most to your reader. For example, if I'm writing about some of the dire consequences of climate change, I might start with hurricanes if my readers live in Florida. But if my readers live in California, Washington, Oregon, British Columbia, I might lead with wildfires. Okay, so we have 2 more goals, and they're both about people. The first person is you. So goal number 2, be a person. That's right. It's okay to sound like a human being in our writing. It can feel sometimes like we shouldn't, like we're supposed to sound bureaucratic or fancy or formal, but readers don't want bureaucraties. Readers do want to hear from you, the person. So try your best to use familiar words over decorative words, and try to use active voice because that mirrors how we talk. That's actually the same thing I mentioned earlier with the who, what structure. Who did something, what did they do? Try to order your sentences in that way because that's the way we sound like somebody versus like a bureaucratic piece of paper. Okay, and then speaking of people, goal number 1 for writing goals of 2022 is remember that other person on the other side. The number 1 goal is caring for our reader. Do your best to take a moment and get into your reader's shoes when you're creating something for them. Are they stressed that day? Are they in a hurry? Do they need more evidence? Do they need more reasons? Do they have certain values you want to meet? For example, if they value collaboration, maybe you want to talk about the teamwork that went into the project. So always be thinking from their point of view when we write, because after all, anytime we write something, we literally already know it. It's for someone else. And so think about that person first. Okay, everybody, so Happy New Year. I'm excited to talk with you today about these 5 writing goals for 2022. And I'm even more excited to let you know that I'll be launching a YouTube channel next month. And so even as we think about these goals, I'll be adding in videos about how exactly to achieve them and with more examples. So stick around with High Value Writing and I'll see you soon.